Are you lost sometimes in the party finder? Do you ever wish there was another way, a better way? There actually probably is. You may not know it. So here today, I am going to show you some other ways you can maneuver around in the party finder and the dungeon finder type thing. So let's go ahead and get started. This is Pixie Willows. And I have been playing Final Fantasy XIV for about 4.5, 5 years, and gaming for decades. We'll just leave it at that. All right. So you would press your options button on a PS4. Come over to Duty Finder. One of the things is, this is how you do find, the dungeons in the Duty Finder, okay? L1, R1, it goes over to the different DLCs and content, trials, raids, that type of thing, okay? And then what you can do also is, basically, do you ever get tired as a DPS especially, waiting and waiting and waiting, wishing you can get into a dungeon, and even, even if it is for the main storyline, you may want to go this way. I don't know if you get full credit. I'm pretty sure you do. But if you join a party in progress, well, guess what? You'll actually get in a dungeon faster, and you won't have to sit for 20, 30 minutes waiting, however long it may be, if you're not a tank or a healer. That's your first thing. The next thing is undersized parties. Let's say you and a friend or you by yourself want to go into a dungeon that you can solo or duo, whether it be dungeon, trial, whatever. I have a friend that we go through and we do our Wondrous Tales that way. So, you would click on this and you'd be able to go in as one person or two people and solo or duo in a raid, a dungeon, whatever the case may be. Minimum item level. Basically, it says that, can only be selected in a duty with a party size requirements or when using undersized party. Minimum item level sync all gear. That's not necessarily a good thing unless, of course, you're trying to just make it more trying or more difficult for yourself. Silencing the echo, that's basically turning off a bonus that you get for having the echo. Okay? So, yes, close the window without the changes. All right. So, next part that I'm going to show you is basically if you press your options button, and again, this is for PlayStation 4. If you're on the PC, you would just, press what it is that you normally press to get this open here. That I don't know what you click on. Okay, so you go over to Party and, Party Finder. Press that. Well, then, lo and behold, you have this whole other world of people looking for you. Basically, they want people to, duty roulette, to run duty roulette. Roulette. Let's see. You have some trials here. You have, basically everything that's in the duty finder you can find here. You can also find a fate party. You can find a treasure hunt. That's for like opening up maps and, going and doing that together. There's the regular hunt, it's like basically, finding targets and taking care of them. Anything that you can do in the regular duty finder and then some can be done here. The only thing is like you definitely need to read. Okay, do they want you to know it? You have to have a certain item level, certain experience in that dungeon or no experience whatsoever. Some limit things to the world that you are on, meaning your server, the server this character, like where I created Pixie Willows is fairy, so we'll say that was fairy, and so on. And then basically if you want to recruit your own members, you would just go down. I press the O button. Let's see here. Oh, I should have just pressed up. There we go, recruit members. And then you have all these options here, do you want some players to do duty roulette with, dungeons, trials, etc. You have all those choices that I just showed you of the different things you can do. Just joining, you can start yourself. Okay? You know, you can say that you don't want any role restrictions. Let's say you had role restrictions and you're going through again trying to recruit more people, you can remove that. 1 player per job. Limit recruiting to the world server you're on. You know, you form a private party and you could put a password on it. You know, I mean, the possibilities are pretty abundant, you know, in this part of the Party Finder. The only other thing I would say is if you do the other Party Finder that I just showed you, when you go in duty, make sure that you have clicked undersized party, because that basically takes off the, you know, it takes off the combat rating requirement or the level requirement, and it enables, like, let's say you're going into a level 60 dungeon, it enables level 80s to go in and not be at the level 60 item level. They'll be at their level 80 item level, if that makes sense. Hopefully that does. So anyway, I hope that you liked this video and that I enlightened you somewhat, give you a lolly-ho. This is Pixie Willows. Please remember to smack that like button, subscribe if you liked my videos, and ring the alarm for future videos that I put out, whether it be for Final Fantasy XIV, The Sims 4, or Ark Survival Evolved. Have a wonderful day.